Was there anything this season that could have changed your mind and got you to play again, or was your mind made up and, until you were out of Philadelphia, you were definitely not going to play again?
For me, it was just making sure mentally I was right to get out there and play again. So that's something I've been, dealing with. And it wasn't about the fans or coaches or comments made by anybody. It was just a personal thing for me. That was earlier than, that series or even that season that I was dealing with. And that organization knew that. So it was something that, I continue to deal with, and, I'm getting there and getting to the right place to, get back on the floor.
When you played your last game with the Sixers, what was going through your minds? What were your last emotions? And what was the straw that basically snapped that made you say, it's time to go?
I don't think it was really that. It was more so just it was just piled up, a bunch of things that have gone over the years to where I just knew I wasn't myself, and I needed to get back into that place of, being myself and being happy as a person, and taking care of my well-being. And that was that was the major thing for me. It wasn't about the basketball. It wasn't about the money, anything like that. I want to be who I am and get back to, playing basketball at that level and, being myself.
And the last game?
Last game?
What's the kind of what was going on through your mind after the last game?
I need to get in a good place mentally, honestly. That was the main thing.
I know you're moving forward. You're all about today and what's happening in Brooklyn. But just again, with all that source reporting around what was going on with you, I guess just for Sixers fans, did you feel like you couldn't get back to the place where you wanted to be in Philadelphia? And was that part of the reason you asked for a trade? I guess, could you explain that a little bit?
Yeah, I think that was part of it. I think, I just wasn't in the place there to do that. And a lot of things had happened over that summer to where I didn't feel like I was getting that help. But it is what it is. I don't have wasn't a personal thing towards, any player or coach or, owners or anything like that. It was about myself, getting to a place where, I need to be.
Why do you think it got so bad there?
If I knew, I would tell you everything. But there's just a lot of things internally that, had to happen over time. And it just got to a place where I don't think it was good for me mentally. So, it is what it is. It happened, and moving forward. So.
And as far as playing with Kyrie and KD, how do you think what you do accentuates what they already do on the floor well?
I think it's going to be scary. Having those guys running alongside me, there's, multiple different weapons on the floor. And I think at the pace we want to play at, it's going to be unreal.
You talked about having to get in the right mental space to be able to play. When you see, or maybe you don't see them, when people are commenting or opining that this was not real, this is fake, these are lies, whatever, do you take offense to that?
No, because I can't tell somebody else how they feel, right? I can't tell somebody, you need to do this or that, because I don't know how they feel. I don't know what they're going through. I don't know how they're processing things. So I can't do that, but I can't also put somebody else, down for having those comments. I'm just not that person, I'm never going to put my teammates down, my coaches or anything like that. So it's just, it is what it is.
What was the communication like with Philadelphia on the way out? And as you look back, is there anything in order to kind of move forward that you would have done differently?
Yeah, I think the communication, I spoke to Elton, I spoke to Josh Harris, they called me, I spoke to Doc Rivers, and I spoke to Tobias. There was a couple other places I spoke to about it. And, they were happy, for me to just be in a different situation and, for me to get back on the floor eventually. So overall, I think, they supported me well enough through this.
Did you speak with Joel?
No, I did not.